We back with another one. The Pooh Shiesty situation is getting scary. Today, they released a video of Pooh Shiesty robbing Gucci Mane in the studio. When I first seen it, it had his music playing. I'm like, it's gotta be AI. No, it's the real thing. It's the real deal, Holyfield, man. So let's check this video out.
What shit? You dropping this done deal.
Bro, let them know
It's a
you
done
going
deal.
on, bro.
Bro, it's a done deal.
Let them know you dropping me,
I
bro.
drop you.
No, say it.
Pooh
Nigga.
Shiesty dropping 1017.
Shout out to real nigga ain't never did no police shit or none of that, bro. Tell them what's going on.
Bro, we just did that. That's done.
What you do?
You drop. You said you want to be dropped. You drop.
You signed the paper
I
and
signed the
it's
paper. It's done.
Pooh Shiesty, bro. You can't be this stupid.
Shit.
You can't be this stupid, bro. You had Big 30 record this, and then I think when Big 30 recorded it, maybe he either text somebody or told somebody what they did or sent it. And I'm gonna tell y'all why I think that, or why I think it got sent to somebody. If you watch the video on like different platforms and all that, some of them got Gucci face blocked out, some of them don't. Some of them is more footage to show the video with his daddy walking with the contract and all that. So it's like, it's different videos, but in certain videos you see more uncensored, and it's like, come on, bro. Big 30 had to send that video to somebody. And whoever had that video, if the Fed, because I don't think the Feds would have put it on the internet like this, they got paid. Somebody paid them, and they was like, here you go. I got the whole thing. Here you go. Now it's all over the internet. This is crazy. Pooh, I know you ain't go out like this.
know you dropping me,
I
bro.
drop you.
No, say it.
Pooh
Nigga.
Shiesty dropping 1017.
Shout out to real nigga ain't never did no police shit or none of that, bro. Tell them what's going on.
Bro, we just did that. That's done.
What you do?
You drop. You said you want to be dropped. You drop.
You signed the paper
I
and
signed the
it's
paper. It's
everything.
done.
This shit over, shit.
So y'all see right there?
Bro, let them know.
I don't know if y'all caught it, but you can see his daddy standing back there with the contract. It's over with. Cook. Shiesty, you was on that federal house arrest or whatever, and you did all this on the bend, we'll probably see you in about 50 years. I ain't gonna even lie. And the reason why I'm saying that is also because of this. Now, the DOJ complaint claims Gucci Mane identified Pooh Shiesty as the suspect wearing the black Nike brand Shiesty mask during the kidnapping, includes photos of Shiesty crew showing off stolen jewelry on social media. So this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Everybody keep talking like Gucci the only victim. Gucci is not the only victim. The security guard and the white cameraman that they beat up is a victim too. 9 times out of 10, Pooh Shiesty probably finna get about 50 years. Because they not finna play with him. Now look, check this out. Now this is where Gucci identified him as a suspect, but we already know Gucci told on him. Gucci told on him 3 times. It's in the paperwork. This is where you see the cameraman bruised up. They socked him up, hit him in the back of the neck, head, or whatever. They say he got pistol whipped and punched on. Rob took all his stuff. Now, these dudes went to Instagram showing off the watch. You know what I'm saying? That 2 watches got took. One of them was the cameraman's. I don't know if the other one was Gucci or the security guard. But they went on Instagram and they showed off the watch. You see what I'm saying? The thing is, Pooh Shiesty was the only one on the federal house arrest thing. So he go get more time than everybody. He looking at a good 50. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This dude showing off Gucci 1017 chain. Crazy. These got to be the dumbest criminals I ever seen in my life. It showed when they was leaving the studio and all that.
This week, 9 individuals, including
And that was the beginning. And y'all, you know, that was when they did the press conference and all that, man. But Pooh Shiesty is cooked, man.
This shit with shit.
Like, this is crazy.
Bro, let them know
It's a
you
done
going
deal.
on, bro. You ain't
Bro, it's a
going
done
nowhere,
deal.
bro. Let them know you dropping me,
I'll
bro.
drop you.
No, say it,
Pooh
nigga.
Shiesty dropped from 1017.
Shout out to real nigga ain't never did no police shit or none of that, bro. Tell them what's going on.
Bro,
You real ain't never did none police. Y'all recorded the whole thing. Even Big 30 recording the man with the Draco. This is crazy, bro. Crazy stupid, bro. So, yeah, it's getting scary, man. Pooh Shiesty might get at least 50. At least. Because I don't see no jury. They not finna overlook this, bro. And I tell people all the time, when you do attempt stuff, it's worse than you actually, like, did it. Like, bro, like, if you rob a bank, I'm just using this for example. If you rob a bank and you leave with the money and all that, and they catch you, you might get some years for robbing the bank. But if you attempt to rob the bank, don't get no money, tie up the witnesses, pistol whip them, beat them up, do all that, and you leave with no money, you gonna get way more time because you tortured them people. So that's how they gonna look at this. Like, we got 3 victims that was tortured. They gonna get them more time for that. It's crazy, man. Let's get into the video, man.
Pooh Shiesty might be he's definitely the dumbest rapper of all time, dumbest street rapper, and Gucci Mane might have made the best trade of his entire life, financially speaking. So we're going to split this up 2 ways. One is the crime part of this, and then one is the music part of this. So first we're going to go to the crime part, which is Pooh Shiesty obviously alleged to have robbed Gucci Mane and held him at point to quote unquote negotiate him getting out of his contract, and new stuff has come out regarding that. Now keep in mind, the robbery, he just did that for the love of the game. He didn't need to rob him. He just said, like, yo, give me what you got. I like that. It looks shiny. My guys here, they need something. So we got some more photos, and they're slowly leaking this, and it says the following: unsatisfied with merely obtaining the written release of contract, Williams Jr., which is Pooh Shiesty, announced that he wanted to film RD, Roderick Davis, Gucci Mane, and Wright Jr. recorded Roderick Davis on his cell phone, stating that Pooh Shiesty dropped from 1017. This is hilarious. They got a consent video. They were like, yo, you signed this, but we need video of you signing it, which is also video of us committing the crime. All the while, co-defendant DeMarcus Glover, who had entered the recording room as the altercation ensued, blocked the door holding a drink.
And right there. And like I said, even if Gucci didn't tell, bro, they gave him all the evidence. There go his daddy with the contract. They got the contract out his daddy email. They ain't cover their tracks at all. Big 30 smashed his phone like he ain't send the video to somebody. He had to send it to somebody. Whoever he sent it to looked like they didn't got a check because now the video all on social media. And Pooh Shiesty just standing on the side giving out the orders like it's cool. It's over, bro. It's over.
Draco. So these images don't really tell us much, but it does tell us that the DA, they really want social media to focus on this case and not forget that it's happening. And another piece of information would come out, which is the security guard of Gucci Mane wrote a letter to the judge saying that Pooh Shiesty should be denied bond. And keep in mind, this guy was already at a halfway house, so the fact that he would even be up for bond is insane, but he's definitely got the money to have some good lawyers. And this note, yeah, this man's not getting out. And he says, this is CW, a victim and survivor from the incident that occurred on 1/10/26. First, I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to
The man wrote his own letter and called himself a victim and a survivor. These dudes cook, bro.
provide my statement and response regarding the decision at hand concerning the bond for Pooh Shiesty. I respectfully ask that Pooh Shiesty remain remanded with no bond due to the safety concerns for myself and my family. Mr. Williams was aware that I am a vested retired police officer. So this guy knew that he was a retired police officer, and he even said, like, yeah, hold that guy up. Well, he's not going to tell. Or this is the crime. Keep in mind, Pooh Shiesty is ruthless and probably just, this guy, the streets is in his blood, because this is the second time he did something in front of police. So if you guys remember, I think he was out on bond or something, but he had met up with a guy to buy some sneakers and weed off of him. And he pulled up in a McLaren, and they met. And the guy that he met up with, the plug, he was like, yo, let's meet in front of a police station. There's no way he's going to do something in front of a police station, right? Well, he robbed the guy and shot him in the behind. And that was part of the case that he ended up getting locked up for.
Yeah, so you robbed a dude and shot him in his booty. Man, this is wild, bro.
In front of a police station with, yes, we got camera footage of everything. So he already did that. It seemed like he wasn't concerned about a security guard. He was like, nah, my guys, they got that. So that just goes to the level of menace to society that this guy is. And he says, because of this, I am deeply concerned about what he may attempt to do if he is released, which is a valid concern. Out of all the victims involved in this case, I'm the only one who lives in Texas, and I'm extremely fearful of his ability to reach me or my family if he's granted bond. His actions show a disregard for the safety and well-being of others. These alleged crimes were committed while he was already under government-monitored release, which raises serious concerns for me about what would prevent him from causing further if given another opportunity. And I believe that, because if Pooh Shiesty were to be released right now, he would be released on bond. And if he's released on bond, that means he can figure out some way to talk to his guys. He was already at a halfway house, still waiting to be fully free, and he decided to commit this crime on Roderick Davis Gucci Mane in a studio when he knew he had security, under the guise of negotiating a contract to lure Gucci in. And if he was willing to do this, what do you think he's willing to do, knowing that he's facing, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 years? This guy's not going to get out. They're going to throw the book at him because he was already had priors to this. What do you think he's going to want to do to one of the witnesses, the police officer? It's not far-fetched to think that he would want him or threatened or something so that he doesn't testify. Prior to this incident, Lontrell Pooh Shiesty was given a second chance and was granted bail bond with monitoring conditions. Despite those conditions, he was once again accused of committing another crime that resulted in a person being shot. So I think he's talking about the incident with the McLaren and shooting the guy in the behind, because I think he had gotten arrested or something for letting off a gun in the club. Yes, some people, they took, I guess, like one of the bags of money, or his money fell on the ground, and he's like, nobody better touch that. So some shots the fire was in the club with him. Despite those conditions, he was once again accused of committing another crime that resulted in a person being shot. My wife and I are both afraid of what his mindset may be if he's released. His mindset is on go. That's all it ever has been. Since the incident, I have found myself constantly watching vehicles passing by my home, worried that he or someone connected to him may attempt to harm me or my family. I think he is gassing this up a little bit, but it's not far-fetched to believe. Like, this guy, he's a retired police officer. When this was going on, he probably thought, there is no way that this is happening right now. Like, this guy is an absolute menace and an idiot. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that he does something else idiotic and savage. I have limited their ability to go outside and enjoy normal activities as they should. Now, I don't think Pooh Shiesty is as conniving and smart to do something like this, but this guy's fear is understandable. I respectfully ask that you consider the safety and security of my family, and when making your decision regarding bond, I believe him being detained is necessary to protect us and prevent further harm. I agree. Just get the guy a studio in there. He really needs one. And then we got some leaked text messages for when Pooh Shiesty allegedly was putting together people for this robbery. And Michael Myers is Pooh Shiesty. Yes, Michael Myers, the fictional character in horror movies that walks people down. I need 6:30 for Saturday, pulling up on WAP plus 2 drivers.
Your name being is Michael Myers in the Chopper Gang group chat is crazy. Then you ask for 6 certified milk. Bro, you giving out instructions in the studio on the video. You asking everybody to pull up. Man, I ain't gonna lie. What I say, 50? They might get a man 100 years. I ain't gonna lie. Cause they mad at him, and he tweaked, bro. He did too much. He did way
Drivers.
too
And
much.
then you got Charles Manson, no surprise there with that name, another demon of society, overstood. And then some guy named WAP says, what we need to do. And then somebody says, bet, which I'm guessing is Big 30 because this is Big 30's phone. And some other guy says, bet, I'm there. Pull up on him where? Where I need to get to. It's like these guys are itching. You know how rappers like Lil Wayne would talk about like, yo, my trigger finger itching. Like these guys, you could tell like they're on go. TTG, trained to go. They're not lying in these raps. These Memphis guys are different. He says, I'm there. Let me know. He said, I need drivers. And then it continues. And he says, 30, where you at? And he's talking to Big 30 here. This is January 7th. So this is 3 days before this happened. And he says, bet, when y'all trying to leave out?
So
He's
what?
finna leave the A. It's on Shiesty and who he picked to come. So these guys are lined up like, please pick me, pick me. They're trying to get like into hoops or something. They don't want to be picked last. They don't want to be left out of the shootouts, like being left out of dodgeball. I got the Cat and TRX. These drink gas though, and everybody can't go to Cuz house at all. Them folks be tripping. And then they added another guy into the chat. This looks like Signal, the Signal application, which is encrypted. He says they added some guy named Double Back, which, listen, if you're the guy, the police officer that talked about, hey, I don't want this guy out on bond, some guy named Double Back, that seems to be like it would be his job to double back and pull up on the police officer that is set to testify. He said, and this guy,
I had a nigga in a group chat named Double Back. Well, the feds double back and they hurried up and got everything. Case closed, man.
I says, everybody get in touch with KD ASAP, 911, it's serious, be ready. And then Big 30, I'm guessing, says, so y'all ain't driving. Now, a lot of people are saying, yo, you think you're safe because you're talking via an application. Well, this looks like it's a photo taken of the phone. So they somehow got, it's not like they subpoenaed Signal and were able to get these messages. They just opened the person's phone. So let's say I have the Signal app on my phone or Telegram or anything that claims that it's encrypted. If I open it up, my phone, and they can just tap the app, yeah, that's evidence. They can use that. And then they can probably link the number and be like, hey, this is Big 30. This is who he's talking to. And that's evidence. But the question is, how did they get into Big 30's phone? Is Big 30 telling? Or did Big 30 not have a lock on his phone? Did he tell them what the password or passcode to his phone was? Because that's,
According to them, his phone was smashed to pieces. So something going on.
the only way they'd be able to get into it from what I know. Otherwise, they would have just pulled up like the transcripts of the messages instead of the screenshots here. Or perhaps they can't use this for evidence, and that's why that they're just putting it out there onto the internet. But now the music part of this, right? Because, and I said that Gucci Mane telling, well, he already told. He made a whole song about it. This might be the best trade that he's ever made because the Pooh Shiesty stock is going up. Like Pooh Shiesty's music is still being streamed more than ever. It's going to continue to go up in streams as this whole case is going on, because I think they're going to mention song lyric. But if they televise this case too, like the YSL trial, like that, it's going to get tons of views. And then when Pooh
No, they ain't gonna televise it because it's a Fed case, and federal cases can't be televised. That's why we couldn't see the inside of Diddy case.
Shiesty gets locked up, his music is going to continue to hit. Like Lil Durk right now is still one of the most streamed artists on Apple Music, at least. So there's that trade, and Gucci Mane owns all of that music. But something that happened that I covered in a previous video last week was that Pooh Shiesty was still able to get a song out somehow with Glorilla that was recorded and was supposed to release and leaked like 2 days after this incident. And I'm guessing this song being released had something to do with them trying to get out of the deal with Gucci Mane, because he wanted to sign to CMG, which is Yo Gotti's record label. So that didn't happen. And then the song leaks, and for many months, we don't see anything happen with the song until it releases. And when it released under Shiesty Glow. That was the profile that it released under. And that was a group name for Pooh Shiesty and Glorilla. And I was like, this is odd. So did they, he try to bypass it? Because it released, quote unquote, independently when it first dropped. However, now the song is officially released as a collaboration between Glorilla and Pooh Shiesty. And when you look at the release, it's released under 1017 and Atlantic, because that's a distributor that Gucci Mane uses for his 1017 label, and CMG and Interscope. So Gotti, Glorilla, she signed to CMG, and Interscope and Pooh Shiesty, he signed to 1017. But that means that Gucci Mane had to sign off on this track. And that means that Pooh Shiesty is still signed to Gucci Mane. So I know that Gucci Mane and Yo Gotti had their beef, but perhaps Gucci Mane and Yo Gotti patched things up, and business-wise, Gucci Mane understood. He's like, hey, listen.
No, I don't think they patched nothing up. I think WAP was like, look, he finna go sit down anyway. I might as well, because I still own him, I might as well get the last bag that I could get off of. I'll go ahead and say, hey, put it through the roof. Hey, he all over social media. Hey, I said, hey, put the song out on, hey, man, say, man, you know, it's business. Bird, let's get a bag. Bird, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, say, man, hey, that was a smart business move. I'd have did the same thing. Because when the next time he finna make a song? The nigga career over with. So that's the last bag Gucci gonna get off him.
This guy, he's getting locked up. I'm never going to see this guy again. He's going to do at least a decade, if not 2 decades, really. Police officers involved? Oh, man. Oh, he's going to get a lot of time. So he's going to do all of that time. I might as well clear this record and make money off of it, because he tried, at least off this record, I can make my bread. But I want to know the inner workings of how this song came out. Because like I said, it wasn't visible when it first released. It wasn't visible on Glorilla or Pooh Shiesty's individual pages.
Hey, man, say, man, it be like that, though.
On Spotify or Apple Music. There was a page, Shiesty Glow, where it was distributed just like a regular distributor, not even a major distributor, when the song was originally released. And then now it's changed up entirely. So something had to have happened. And we don't know the full story of it yet, but for this to release, Gucci Mane had to sign off on it. And he had to sign off on it after, or within the past month or so, because otherwise the song would have been released before Pooh Shiesty even got locked up. I think they've been trying to release that song for a while. But either way, like I said, this Pooh Shiesty stock, and his music catalog is going to hit, because everybody's going to want to listen to who's real, and who is realer than this guy? I mean, you call it real dumb, real stupid, real impulsive, but nevertheless, it is real, and the music is good.
We gonna call it real over. It's just real over. You're done, Shiesty. It was nice, you know, knowing you. You had a good career, bro. It's all over with now. And I ain't gonna lie, Big 30 cooked too. I don't know it. Because they got his role as like a minimalistic role, but he definitely cooked too. Y'all get in that comment section, man. Let me know what y'all think. And check out the playlist too, man. And hit that hype button. It's your boy Buddha. I'm out.